Hello, Centralia. I'm Shane Lothar.
And I'm Rachel Roddy.
And this is Centralia On Air. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week on the show, we had Diana Donahue in studio. Diana stopped by to tell us more about the local Centralia Library and some of the services they offer. Hey, speaking of books, did you know the longest book ever written is a masterpiece by Marcel Proust called In Search of Lost Time? Wow. This baby clocks in at 1.3 million words.
Oh, my.
That probably doesn't fit on your Kindle.
Wow. Well, did you know that libraries used to chain books to their shelves to prevent stealing?
Oh, man. I'm surprised more things aren't like this, honestly, right? Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, hotels are going to start chaining the little soap and shampoo bottles to the bathroom wall.
Yeah. Anyways, that was last week. But this is this week.
That's right. On today's show, we've got Cydney Richardson from Kaskaskia College in studio. Cydney came by to tell us about K.I.C.'s upcoming K.I.C. program this summer.
All right. Thank you so much for being here today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Cydney Richardson, as you said. I work at Kaskaskia College. I work in our continuing education department, and we handle all of our non-credit programming, so all of knitting, computer classes, and then all the kids classes for summer. We have adult classes and kids classes.
And how long have you been at K.I.C.?
15 years.
Okay, so you're here today to tell us about K.I.C., which stands for Kids in College at Kaskaskia. So tell us a little bit about this program and how it got started and how long it's been going on.
Well, it was in place when I got to the college, and as I understand it, it started out just at the main campus, and the idea is to get kids on our campuses. And now we've expanded to all our sites. We have five education centers. We have Vandalia and Salem, Nashville, Trenton, and Greenville. They all hold kids classes for the summer, and we just like the idea of getting school kids onto our property so they can see what it's really like in a college building. And so by the time they get old enough to make a decision about college, they already sort of have a college. It's, I've been to campus, I'm comfortable with it, that's my college already. So that's why we like to get them in the door. And it's something for kids to do in the summer, and they're enriching programs.
That's awesome. So when does the program start and end?
Well, it starts at the beginning of the summer, and since some of the schools, some get out a lot earlier than others, and we kind of have to play the game when we make the plan on whether or not we're going to have snow days,
right.
ice days. And so we generally try to start the first week of June. So that way schools can be out, everyone can go on vacation. We have that Memorial Weekend holiday. So then we start generally the first week of June. And we run until about the first week of August.
And there's just a small fee for these classes. What are some of the price ranges?
Well, we try to keep it as low as possible. I think probably the longer the class is and the more supplies involved, the more expensive it is.
Sure.
I see one here for $40. I think about $45 is about the max that we have, but we have them as low as $5 for just a short class.
Oh, man, robotics for kids? Can I take that?
Yeah, sure. We have a robot out at the K.I.C. Center. I work at the K.I.C. Center, which is at Airport Road and 161 in Centralia. And at that facility, we house our HVAC program, our construction program, our welding program, our industrial technology, and our truck driving program are all housed out of that building. And then, of course, our department, community education. And we have a robot in our industrial technology program. And so it's kind of fun it sort of is like a little grabber. And so we had an open house, and I brought a bunch of Beanie Babies, and we put them in there like the grocery store thing.
Yeah.
And so... yeah. But, robotics for kids, I believe that's Greenville, isn't it? Yes.
Yes.
It is. Now, we have a class at our K.I.C. Center as well that's taught by our industrial technology professor called Digital Electronics. And he's going to get some kits for the kids to build sort of a digital switch. And then they'll also spend a little time with the robot.
This robot, does he have a name?
I'm going to have to ask Lyle.
Yeah.
He hasn't said. We probably do need to name him.
Some clever little acronym or something.
Yes, we do. We do need to.
That's funny. Okay, so can you tell us a little more about each campus? So, like, maybe name some of the things that each campus has to offer and prices and things like that.
Certainly. At the main campus, one of the first classes we're offering is June 20th, and it's called Bugs and Bees. That is taught by our beekeeper. He teaches adult beekeeping classes as well, but he's doing this for us this summer for kids to talk about bugs and bees and their importance and how important it is to have bugs and to have bees. They're so important. That is just from 1 to 3. It's just $10. I believe they're going to spend a little time outside looking at some bugs and some plants. And then he'll talk about bees and beekeeping and bugs and how they help us. Then we've got 2 different sections of Kids in the Kitchen, and that's taught in our culinary classroom on campus. So that's usually a really fun one. I'm not 100% what she's planning, but it's always a fun time. And they go and they really they make lunch is what they do. They make their lunch.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
That's one I'd like.
What's off the top of your head? Do you know like the most popular class? The one that fills up the fastest? Or?
Tie-dye is really popular.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Because they probably get to make their own, like, a shirt or
They
something.
do. In fact, I don't know if you've ever done it, but when you mix it up, there's a lot.
Yeah.
And so usually they bring a pillowcase. Sometimes they bring socks. They bring T-shirts. And we're offering tie-dye in Vandalia. And, that may be it this time, is the Vandalia class. Yep, we're offering tie-dye in Vandalia on July 10th and 12th. It's a 2-day class.
So Vandalia, they have a lot going on.
Vandalia does have a lot of classes. They have a lot of classes. They receive a generous gift from a community member.
Oh.
So they're able to offer a whole lot of classes. And they have a couple of really new ones. They have Illinois Wild Animals and Illinois Water Creatures. And I believe that's taught by one of their science teachers, which is super exciting. They'll go outside. They have a large lawn in Vandalia.
Yeah.
And so they'll go outside and check things out. And it should be fun.
So how many students are usually involved in this?
Anywhere from 5 to 20. Usually we need to have at least 5
Yeah.
to have enough students in the room. But any more than 20 is a little bit hard to handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just talk to the public education teachers. They know all about that.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true. So at the CRISP, which is, like I said, here in Centralia at Airport Road and 161, we have one of our math instructors, and he's very dedicated to math, and he is teaching our math for kids, and he's teaching the pre-algebra, which are great. The math for kids is 2nd to 5th grade, and the pre-algebra is 6th to 8th grade. And those, when you see the schedule and it tells a grade, those are really sort of a guide. Mm-hmm. If you have a child that's already entering high school or just entering 6th grade or maybe even younger, and you feel like they're ready for that pre-algebra, then that's fine. We leave that up to the parents. A lot of it's a safety issue. So like the Kids in the Kitchen, obviously we wouldn't be able to take too young, but a lot of the other classes, we leave it up to the parents. If they feel it's comfortable and it's not going to be above their head, then we go ahead and do that. And then scrapbooking, I believe they're making a small photo album. And I believe they use coasters to do that, those hard coasters. Mm-hmm. And they string ribbon on the side, and then they make a little scrapbook. And then the typing class, that's keyboarding, because keyboarding is so important.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we get calls from parents that their kids can type with their thumbs, but that's not going to work. No. So we have a large computer lab there at the CRISP, and we're going to be teaching typing. And really, it's not all about the speed. It's about learning the keys and being able to type without looking.
Right.
And that's, for almost any job, and even for school, it's just so important. It certainly cuts your time in half if you don't have to hunt and peck. And then the digital electronics class, that's the one we're offering with our industrial technology professor. And he's super excited about it. He did one last year where they did some wiring and things, and it was fun for everybody. And he really enjoys getting kids into the lab.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when the teacher's passionate about the subject. I think the kids can really see that.
Oh, definitely. And the math teacher, he's very passionate about math. So anybody who needs a little help in math or algebra, that's the place to be. He's a very good instructor. We're pleased he agreed to do it.
So if someone is wanting more information, where can they find you or about the classes?
Well, the flyer, we can email a flyer to anyone. We have an email address. It's Kaskaskia.edu. And you can email us, and we will email you a flyer and a registration sheet. The flyer is also on the website under K.I.C.K. And you can give us a call at 545-3255. And Angela or myself will be happy to help you.
And on our Facebook page, we always post our picture every week, so we'll add this information.
Great.
You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. We have Cydney Richardson in studio today. Coming up, we're going to have some fun and quiz Cydney about something somewhat related to her profession. This is Centralia on Air. Shane and Rachel here. This is Centralia on Air. We have Cydney Richardson from Kaskaskia College in studio today. So, Cydney, we know you know about kids. But how much do you really know? Can you correctly answer these questions in our kid quiz? Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, question 1. True or false? Most 1-year-olds are ambidextrous.
True.
True, you are correct. Most 1-year-olds can use both hands equally well, but most kids prefer one hand over the other by the time they are 2 or 3 years old. 90% of kids will choose their right hand. Any lefties in here?
Nope.
Me neither.
Both my brothers are left, and I turned out right.
Really? She's right. They're wrong. She's right.
Exactly. Okay, question 2. On average, how many times do kids laugh in a day? 13, 30, or 300 times?
30.
It's 300 times.
Wow.
Those goofballs.
And adults only laugh about 60 times a day.
Oh,
We're
we
so
need
sad.
more.
Right. Well, here, I'll make you laugh. I've got a joke for you.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Radio.
Radio who?
Radio not. Here I come.
Nice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, question 3. Worldwide, the average woman gives birth to how many kids? Is it 2, 4, or 6?
Worldwide.
Keep that in mind.
4.
6.
Oh.
6.89, actually. The highest
Wow.
the highest fertility rate is in Niger, where women give birth to an average of 7.5 children. The lowest is Singapore at 0.8.
Okay, question 4. True or false? The word children is one of only 3 words in the modern English that is made plural by adding en to the end of the word.
True.
True. The suffix en turns child into children.
Bonus points if you can think of one of the other 2 words. I'll give you a second.
Brethren.
Oh my goodness, yes, and think animals.
I don't know. What is it?
Oxen.
Oxen. Okay.
But excellent job on
Yeah.
brethren. Okay, last one. Question 5.
All right.
This is going to seem a little random, but stick with me here. You are familiar with the movie Back to the Future? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. In the time machine in that movie was a DeLorean, right? A car. But that wasn't the original idea for the movie. So your question is, what was the time machine going to be? Was it a telephone booth, a photo booth, or a refrigerator?
I think it was a telephone booth.
It sounds right, doesn't it? That's
it's
probably
not.
because Doctor Who and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's actually a refrigerator. It was changed because the Hollywood execs were concerned kids would start locking themselves inside their refrigerators after seeing the movie.
Valid concern.
Yeah, right.
That's a valid concern.
All right, Cydney, thank you so much for being here today and playing along with us. We hope to have you back again sometime.
Well, thanks. Anytime.
Stick around. We'll be right back. You're listening to Centralia on Air.
Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia on Air. Rachel, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. Getting excited. It's
Yeah.
warming up.
Yeah.
Summer break.
It's almost here.
I mean, we went from like winter to summer Like we had like a day of spring.
Yeah, there was a couple days of spring in there.
Yeah,
It was
not
nice.
many.
No.
And then it went like straight to 90 degrees.
Yes, soon enough, my whole house will be off for summer break. My wife is a teacher, as you know, and I've got 2 little ones. And they'll all just get to hang out together for the summer. Although I do kind of feel bad for the missus. A few weeks into summer with a couple ankle biters. 24/7, right? Like, she can't get away from them. It's almost enough to make a teacher want to go back to school.
Right?
Almost,
but probably not.
Right. If only they had some fun activities or something to keep them busy.
Oh, yeah. You mean something like a list of the best things to do with your kids over the next few weeks?
Yes, I like that. But what would we call that, though? Something like top
5?
The top 5, yes. Okay, I love it. Okay, in the interest of preserving parents' and babysitters' sanity this summer, Rachel and I are going to give you our top 5 best things to do with your kiddos this summer break.
Okay, number 1, build a blanket fort.
Yes.
That's a good
I
one.
love this. So much fun. You can get super creative with it, try out different shapes and designs and stuff. You can keep doing it all summer long with Blanket Fort Fridays. That sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
Did you ever make forts like that as a kid?
Oh, of course. In the living room, make big pallets, eat popcorn, watch movies.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know what I liked more, building the outside or getting to pimp out the inside, right? Just make it like super comfy with pillows and stuff. Hide away little toys or snacks, like you said.
Oh, yeah. Everything's better with a snack.
Holla.
Popcorn.
Yeah, you're a
Fruit
big
snacks.
popcorn fiend, aren't you?
Oh, I think more like addict, maybe.
So is my wife.
Every day.
Yeah. Okay. Our number 2 pick for best things to do with your kids this summer is get outside and play some games in the backyard.
Yeah, like some easy go-to backyard games like water balloon fights, cornhole, set up a little soccer goal, or get out Grandma's old croquet set.
Hello. I was reading about this one. Have you heard of Can Jam?
No.
It's kind of like frisbee golf, basically, but you take turns trying to throw a frisbee or a disc into like a trash can size container. But there's also a little slit on the side, and whoever gets it in there wins instantly.
Whoa.
Yeah, kind of cool.
That is cool.
Also, I'm just throwing this out there. Outdoor blanket forts.
Oh.
Otherwise known as camping.
Right.
It's a tent, people.
All right, our number 3 pick. Go to the zoo.
I hear you, but can we make this go to the zoo or museum, please? Or an amusement park, maybe? I'm not a zoo guy. Are
Really?
you?
Yeah.
Are you a zoo guy?
No. Zoo girl?
Yeah. Are you a zoo fan?
Not when it's like blistering hot out,
Sure.
but yeah, I enjoy it.
I don't dig the heat, the smells, the lines. It's not for me. I guess I'd rather nerd out in the air condition on some electricity experiment or I don't know.
That's funny. I took my niece to the zoo, and I was like all pumped about seeing the penguins. I'm like, that is cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's my favorite thing. If I have to go, I want to go see the penguins because it's cold in there, right?
Yeah. She screamed bloody murder.
Ooh, did you
I'm
like
not
it?
going in there. I'm like, why? I'm not going in there. I'm like, why not? She's like, because it stinks in there. I'm like,
It's true. It reeks. It's bad.
I'm like, oh, come on. Let's just go in. It's cold in there. We'll cool down. Nope. She was not having it. But the St. Louis Zoo is such an easy recommendation. It's like the best free zoo in the country.
Yep.
The place is huge. They have so many animals. You could probably make a 2 or 3 day trip out of it if you didn't want to spend all day.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That way you're not killing yourself to get through the whole thing.
Yeah, I went to the Nashville Zoo in Tennessee, and you had to pay to get in.
Right, as is normal for most places.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, Why are we going here? Like, we have the St. Louis Zoo. That's
Right.
free.
Yeah, the St. Louis Zoo is apparently not only one of the best free zoos, it's one of the best free attractions in the whole country. So
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, you can't beat free, but if I had my way, I'd rather go to the Science Museum or the Children's Museum in Indianapolis or something. But hey, that's just me. All right, Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia on Air. Our number 4 pick for best things to do with your kids this summer is cooking in the kitchen.
Cooking with the kiddos. Baking with your babies.
Yeah.
Frying with the family.
Okay.
Toasting with the tots.
All right, we get it. Jeez. Yeah, we're talking little handmade pizzas, decorating sugar cookies, making Rice Krispie treats, salads in a jar. Man, do you remember mixed salads? Those, what were they? Mixed salad shakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in a cup, and you poured in your dressing, and you just shake weight that thing.
Shake weight.
Yeah, I dug them. I don't know why they got rid of them.
I don't know.
It's like a blast from the past.
Or easy bake oven.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That your daughter probably hasn't played with since Christmas. Go ahead and bust that out again.
Are those still a thing?
Oh, they gotta be, right?
I bet so.
We don't own one, and I'm okay with that. But it's probably only a matter of time.
Yep. All right. Last but not least, number 5 on our top 5 best things to do with your kids this summer. Plan a picnic in the park.
Yeah, this is good because it involves kids' favorite things, food, and playing.
That's right. You can pack up some goodies you made earlier, enjoy some family time in the shade, and let the kids burn off some energy on the slides and the swings and the playground equipment.
Sounds good to me. All right, that's our top 5 for this week. You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. Coming up next, we've got the community calendar.
You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. Here's a look at your community calendar. BCMW Head Start has openings for preschool classes ages 3 to 5 years old in Bond, Clinton, Marion, and Washington counties for the 2018-2019 school year. For more information, call Marie at 532-4890, extension 140.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers hosts Beach Blast on Saturday, May 26th. There'll be games, prizes, and a DJ, along with water safety information. For more info, call 724-2493.
Bring your furry friends out for fun in the park. Paw Fest will be held on Sunday, June 3rd at Veterans Park in Mount Vernon from 11 to 5. A variety of vendor booths will present with their pet items, crafts, food, and more.
SAFE will be hosting their 21st annual golf scramble at Colonial Golf Course in Sandoval on Monday, June 4th. The 4-lady 18-hole scramble will tee off at 9 a.m., $55 per person with lunch provided. For more information, contact Heather at Colonial Golf Course at 247-3307.
The City of Centralia is hosting a Centralia Works Job Fair on Thursday, June 14th from 1 to 7 at the Centralia Rec Complex located at 115 East 2nd Street in Centralia.
The Marion County Relay for Life of Centralia will take place on Friday, June 15th, starting at 4 p.m. in Fairview Park in Centralia.
A free gun safety class to be held at the VFW Post 2055 in Centralia on Wednesday, June 20th and Thursday, June 21st from 10 to 5. You must have this class before you get your hunting license. This is not a concealed carry class. For more information, please contact the VFW at 532-9551 after 2 p.m.
Market days in Mount Vernon at Veterans Park on the first Saturday each month starting in May through September from 8 to 2 p.m.
And a look at your local area blood drives. Wednesday, May 23rd, Salem Community Center from 11 to 4. Thursday, May 24th at the Centralia American Legion Hall from 11 to 6. Thursday, May 31st at Crossroads Community Hospital in Mount Vernon from 7 to 5. And Thursday, May 31st at Salem Walmart from 10 to 2. And that's a look at your community calendar on X95 in the Big 1210. If you have an event you would like to share with us, you can email wiley1210@gmail.com. Or for more information about these events and others, check out our website at x95radio.com.
That's it for this week. If you like what you hear, come back next Sunday at 11 on X95 in the Big 1210. You can also find past shows on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook at X95WRXX. She's Rachel Roddy.
He's Shane Lothar.
And this was Centralia On Air.